Yo, what is up, guys? It's Connor. Alright, we're back at it again with another video. And this is the start of something that I'm going to be doing. It's called the Better series, right? You know, title of the video, Be Better at Blank, right? Yeah, so first off, this is going to be about sleep. Alright, it's quite a fundamental thing. Without sleep, there's lots of research, lots of data you can go and find. We're not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about different things I've implemented, different things I've read about, and how these have changed my life, and now I'm better at these different things. In this case, sleep. Later on, we'll talk about mental health, physical health, exercise, meditation, journaling. Okay? Let's get into it. Okay, so sleep. All right, I've talked about this before, but you can't control what you can't measure. Okay? So I recommend the Sleep Cycle app. I have a link in the description. Okay? And so once you're tracking this, you're not trying to change anything in this period of time. You're just trying to measure it and have faith it can get better, right? And so once you're tracking it, you may notice you're in bed for, I don't know, what would be bad sleep, 6 hours, and you're only getting 5 hours of sleep. Or you're in bed for 7 hours and you're getting 6 hours of sleep. And if you want to get your 8 hours of sleep, what most people don't realize is you need to be in bed for 9 hours. And so when you're in bed for 9 hours, you're getting roughly 8 hours of sleep, because you go through this phases of sleep, and during these phases you will be awake, in deeper sleep, and so on and so on. Okay, I think it's about 1.5 hours and 30 minutes, sort of how these cycles line up, but not really relevant to what we want to do. We just want to get better at sleep. And so in the build up to sleep, you've obviously heard this: turn off your screens, turn off your phones. And this is okay and all right, but sometimes you want to go on your phone. Sometimes you want to have a light on, read a book, right? And so this is where I'd recommend like blue light blocking glasses. Is a bit of a biohacking thing. And it's not all going to be biohacks, don't worry. We're going to talk about next would be like supplements and different things you should probably be avoiding. So caffeine, cut it out. Midday I found works really good for me. I've actually just stopped coffee now. I just stopped having it. Why, you might ask? I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to see if I could function on a good level. And it's been 2 weeks. I haven't had coffee, feel fine, getting the work done. And if anything, I just get tired earlier. And it's like my body telling me, okay, work time's over, play time's over, if I'm at the gym or whatever. And that's really important thing to realize. Like, all these different things are going to be interconnected, right? So the mental health, the physical health. And when I've had bad sleep in the past, it's generally been waking up in the middle of the night, anxiety, and you can't get back to sleep. And so with that, I found breathing and a lot of Stoic philosophy, which I'll make another video on. There's lots of wisdom and ancient sort of joy we can learn from, and how these people figured it out 2,000 years ago. Very cool, very cool. And where was I? So waking up in the middle of the night, you want to do your breathing, you want to try and go into you're not meditating, you're just in a meditative state, trying to focus on your thoughts and acknowledge them as just that, and really try and go into a sleep state. And falling asleep is a bit of a skill. You have to practice it. You have to be vigilant in wanting to go to sleep. And I guess you would want to have a routine. This is something I find, like, if you want to fall asleep quickly, consistently, going to bed at the same time every day, waking up at the same time every day, including weekends, no lie-ins, anything like that. Avoiding caffeine, obviously, after midday, or entirely, in my case. And then once you've done that, you've got your routine, you're going to bed quickly, you're going to sleep and you're in bed for 9 hours, getting your 8 hours, I can show you my sleep cycle app. I'll do another video. It'll just be a little one, just screen recording, just show you all that. And yeah, I think that is almost it. And obviously that's not getting to the root of the problem if you are suffering with insomnia or some other mental anxiety, anything like that, which I've had in the past. And this will help, and exercising every day or 4 times a week vigorously, 5 times a week really hard, going for walks regularly, getting that sunlight early in the morning helps your, I'm trying to think of the name for the circadian rhythm, something like that. So along those lines, right? It's your rhythm, and you want in the daytime your body to know it's daytime. So you don't want to close your curtains, you don't want to turn off the lights, you don't want to be in the dark during the day. You want to have your windows open, you want to go outside in the morning, you know, be out in nature, whatever. And when it gets dark, you can turn on your orange filters on your screens, blue light blocking glasses. And I recently listened to this podcast by Joe Rogan. You've probably heard of him. Like, biggest podcast in the world, because you fucking heard of him. And he had this sleep guy on. It's not a recent one, it was probably a while ago now. And he talked about different supplementation, and what I've found works well for me is magnesium L-threonate. That's a TH3onate. And this is a type of magnesium that is super absorbent into the brain. There's loads of benefits. This doctor on sleep, this is what he does for a living. He talks about it and says how good it is. And then I also get this nighttime tea by Puka. Don't know if you've heard of them. Big in the UK, if you're in the UK. And I assume you are if you're watching this, but who knows? It might be global at this point. And then yeah, I think we've covered a lot there. Maybe a bit of a mess, but if you maybe took some notes, there'll be a lot of stuff in the description for this video, different links. And that pretty much covers it, all right? Remember, we've got a lot of work to do, a lot of love to give. Peace.